Welcome to the Dynasty Dads Podcast. Football, rankings, debates, dad stuff with your host, Justin Williams and Matt Renshaw.
And welcome everyone to the Dynasty Dads Podcast. I am your host, Justin Williams, and with me, as always, my good friend, Matt Renshaw. Matt, how are you today?
You made up for the and.
Man.
It was just and.
I'm so jacked up right now.
Oh, so much crap has happened. Whew. So much.
It's been a ton, dude. I can't remember the last time we had this much news and noteworthy things to talk about.
I'm thinking it was about a year ago about this date.
Man, it was nowhere near this size.
That's true. There's
This
a
is
lot of
huge.
big names, trades.
Huge.
Yeah.
Mexico's going to pay for it. This is unbelievable. I have never typed in so many news and notes into our spreadsheet here. I am jacked up. I'm ready to go. But first, we got to thank our sponsor, DynastyTradeCalculator.com.
Stop guessing. Start calculating.
That's right. Matt, before we get rolling, because we are only going to talk about free agency, any family stories? Anything cool happened this week?
Yeah, dude, it's not cold anymore.
I know.
All the snow is melting. So my kids, we have a dog, and he goes to the bathroom outside like most dogs. But there was
a really normal start. So far.
Yeah, but so he his bathroomness was on top of the snow, and my kids were like,
Yeah.
oh, we call it PU. Des is PU. Des is PU. I'm like, yep. Yeah, and then the snow melted, and my oldest today goes, "Des's PU just disappeared, Dad." I was like, "Yes, it did."
Yep.
So that's great. Winter's over, and now I got to go pick up 3 pounds of dog poop.
Yeah, one of the, as most people know, I sell real estate. Everybody in the office got phone calls on Monday of, there's water in my basement,
Yep.
my basement's flooded, this and that. Who do you know? It was either, who do you know that can help us out, or they were yelling at the realtor because
It's
somehow
your fault.
that's your fault.
Yes.
You knew
You knew
the basement was going to melt or get water in it. And I even have water in my basement. I don't know how yours
I
is doing.
do not.
I got water in my basement. We got that today. It's in the laundry room. Of the whole basement, this is the room we would have picked for it to get
have
water. So we're like, okay.
Do you have
we'll
a
take
sump
it.
pump?
Nope, we never needed one.
So we had flooding last year. We put a sump pump in. No flooding this year.
Nice.
Imagine that.
Might have to invest in one of those.
Yeah.
No, but you know,
I know
have
a guy.
I'm sure you do. I have this rock bed next to my house. I know you know of it, but
Yeah.
there's a big rock bed, and I was we've been piling all the snow up there. We just had to, which is right next to the house, which is a terrible idea, but we've had to because there's nowhere else to put the snow. We got so much snow.
Yeah. What about your front yard?
It's a long walk with a shovel from the back to the front. It wouldn't have worked out. You know how much snow there was.
Yeah.
Especially in that area, there's such a drift with my driveway.
Okay.
So anyways, you can step on the rocks and it sinks
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
so far. If you feel like you're about to fall.
Right.
It's crazy. Speaking of falling, I have fallen in love with so many different players in the
goodness.
past week.
Great transition.
I'm telling you, this is the free agent bonanza, Matt.
Yeah.
The bonanza.
But it's not just free agency. Trades. Lots of trades.
Holy cannoli.
Lots.
And I don't even say holy cannoli.
Cannolis are good.
Le'Veon Bell is a JETS. Well, JET. Jet. 4-year deal worth $52 million, $35 million guaranteed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that makes him the second highest paid running back in the NFL.
You're not wrong.
Bell has to be considered a running back one in fantasy, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's play the name game.
Awesome.
Bell or Gurley?
Bell.
Bell or David Johnson?
Bell.
Bell or Alvin Kamara?
Kamara.
Bell or McCaffrey?
PPR. McCaffrey. Yeah, McCaffrey. That's hard to say. That's why I'm so torn on it.
Yeah, I think Bell is definitely a top 3 running back for sure. Now, I don't know the argument that we had weeks back,
Oh, okay.
but I think you said something about he wasn't going to be near top money, right?
I said
Is
he
that a
wasn't
thing?
going to make more than Todd Gurley.
Okay. So he made just less than Todd Gurley, but more than David Johnson, who was the 3rd highest paid running back.
Right.
Okay. So he got paid quite a bit.
He wanted $16 million a year, and I said he's not going to get $16 million a year.
No. And I don't think my argument was he was going to make that. I think my argument was he was going to get running back one money.
You said he was going to be paid more than Gurley, I believe.
Yeah, and he came close.
Yeah.
But anyways, the Jets also signed Jamison Crowder, which, dude, that's going to be a popular sleeper pick. I'm calling that now. In months, we're going to hear all about Jamison Crowder.
You mean like the last 3 years?
Yep. Exactly, Matt.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jamison Crowder and Alex Smith are clicking in camp.
Speaking of former Steelers, Antonio Brown got traded to the Raiders for a laughable 3rd and 5th round pick.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown's stock, up or down?
I would say down.
Down?
Yeah, he goes to a worse quarterback. He goes to a worse offense, I would say, as a whole. But I don't think they're going to be in a lot of games, so they're going to throw a lot.
Oh, yes, the age-old, they're going to throw a lot because they suck.
What's he going to do when Derek Carr can't get on the ball like Ben could? I know Ben, whatever you have to say about Ben, but Ben could get you the ball. Derek Carr, can he get you the ball?
I think Antonio Brown's going to be just fine in Oakland. L.A., whatever it ends up being in the near future. But I think Antonio Brown's going to do just fine there. He's too talented for it to really matter. Yeah. I don't think Derek Carr is that big of a downgrade from Ben Roethlisberger at this point in Roethlisberger's career.
Yeah.
He should be absolutely peppered with targets, though. I mean, it's unbelievable. There's not a lot else there, really.
No, you think I'm kidding.
Tyrell Williams.
I love Tyrell Williams.
Just got a huge pay raise.
Love Tyrell.
A 4-year deal.
Stays in the AFC West.
Yeah, which that's scary. That's scary.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird place for Tyrell, I think. I don't know.
Why? He's not going to be a wide receiver. I know he wanted to be a wide receiver 1, but he's not a wide receiver. He's a complimentary, high-end wide receiver 2. He's not going to see the targets that AB is going to see, but he'll be all right. He's a best ball play.
Is your mindset with Tyrell Williams the fact that Antonio Brown is there too? Like, you think Tyrell Williams is going to be successful because he's going to see single coverage? Is that where you're coming from?
I was on the Tyrell Williams hype train last offseason when we had Robinson in studio.
Okay.
I like him. I've liked him for a while. I think he needed to go somewhere where he's going to be used a little more. I mean, he showed what he can do with the Chargers. He did well with Rivers. I think he takes a little bit of a bump because he's still got Carr as his quarterback, like I said, with AB. But I like Tyrell. I like the landing spot. He's got someone to take away. I don't think he could have been a wide receiver 1 by himself. He needed a big-name wide receiver to take away that coverage like Keenan Allen did.
That's kind of where I was getting at, was like with Keenan Allen, and I know Antonio Brown's way better than Keenan Allen, at least I think so. With Keenan Allen drawing wide receiver 1 coverage, Tyrell Williams he wasn't really fantasy relevant as far as wide receiver 2 numbers go.
No, he's a best ball guy. Williams kind of took some of his snaps, but the Raiders have kind of shown they're committed to using him. They're paying him more than he was getting paid in L.A.
So let's talk about the stock, how this affected everybody else around them. So what's this do for Big Ben to you?
Same.
You think the same as of Roethlisberger as you did before this trade?
The one thing that I can say without a doubt is I don't think Pittsburgh, the offense, is going to take a step backwards. I'm confident in that. Pittsburgh has always found these guys that come out of nowhere. AB was a late round pick. They got Juju, second and third. They had Hines Ward. They found Le'Veon Bell. It's weird to say this, but the Steelers do a really good job at finding offensive talent, and they have for a long time. James Washington's going to step up. I think James Washington's going to be – he's a guy I would buy if you can without a crazy price.
He's a popular buy.
James Conner did well last year. Jalen Samuels, whoever the tight end that they end up with from the draft, because they lost Jesse James. Vance McDonald's there. I like Vance McDonald if he can stay healthy, but that's always been his issue.
So let me switch gears a little bit. So what's this do to the stock for Juju then? Does this affect Juju at all? Because I think he gave him a nice bump up.
Give him a bump. I like it. I like him a little more. He might see more coverage, but again, I think that offense is going to be fine without AB.
Derek Carr. Derek Carr now has a very talented wide receiver 1 who is better than Amari Cooper. I think everyone would agree with that. Is he good enough to elevate Carr into that QB1 territory?
Is Derek Carr going to be with the Raiders?
Yes.
You think? Okay.
Yep. We're going to see what Derek Carr is made of this season, and I think this is a make or break kind of season.
I'm not sold that Derek Carr is going to be in Oakland, and maybe that's a hot take. But I want to see this through the draft before if Derek Carr's in Oakland, I would think, yeah, obviously adding a couple playmakers to the offense is helpful. You're going to lose Jared Cook. But, yeah, I would say a bump up, but I don't think he's there. I mean, I personally don't think Derek Carr's going to be in Oakland.
Okay, Matt, it's draft day. You got your team set up. You still need a wide receiver 1. And looking you square in the face on your draft board, Antonio Brown and Juju. Who you taking?
Dynasty? Juju. I know. That's probably hot.
I don't think that's hot. Does it change in a redraft?
Yeah, I'd take AB.
Okay. So they're pretty close for you then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I just don't know. It's
What
such
do
a
you do?
weird
I
trade.
mean,
Dynasty, I'm all about my boy Juju.
Yeah.
Juju is the next big thing, especially for Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I really like it, and I love him with Big Ben there. I hope that doesn't change for another year or two. But I mean, that's just me. I'm not so fond of the James Washington hype. I think that's a little crazy. People are paying some crazy trades for
is it nuts
James Washington.
I know we talked about this in a text message this week, but is it nuts to think Pittsburgh adds a wide receiver in this draft?
I don't think it's nuts that they add one, but they're not going to draft one in the first and possibly the second round. I just don't see why you would do that. You have 2 very talented wide receivers there. We have the free agency just started. We don't know who they're going to try to get as far as like wide receivers go, or if there's any other trades coming down the pipeline. But I think they're fine at wide receiver. It's not a huge need.
You just said James Washington wasn't worth the hype.
But they like him. They
Right.
like him. I just don't see it when I watch him play. I mean, what do you have, like 2 catches last season? I mean, he had like Laquan Treadwell numbers last year. I'm serious.
He's better than Laquan.
He did nothing though. We haven't seen it.
You're right. He was. I mean, he.
It's all
banged up a little
speculative.
bit. Yeah,
It's all
like
speculative.
I said, I trust Pittsburgh's front office to make some talent evaluations.
Both, it's like the Tyrell Williams and the Antonio Brown signings, those pretty much killed the Marcel Aitman hype, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that
What
was
hype.
there was a little hype. There was a little hype. I remember seeing a couple tweets last week where everybody was like, dude,
Go grab
Aitman is
him.
currently the wide receiver 1 there.
Yeah, but
And people bought him.
at that point, why not? But now you can safely move on.
Okay. Man, this is just big news after big news. Odell Beckham Jr., possibly one of the best young wide receivers in the NFL.
The best.
Possibly. Is now a part of the Cleveland Browns. The 26-year-old cost the Browns
Nothing.
safety Jabril Peppers, who I love, old Michigan guy.
Okay.
Exchanging of the 2019 first and third rounders.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
So now the Giants own the 6th and the 17th overall picks in the 2019 NFL draft.
Yeah.
Which, okay, great. That's a start.
Whoopee.
Matt, there's a lot to go over here. So let's
Yes.
just start with the Giants. We'll just do one team at a time.
Okay.
Who does this trade positively impact the most on the Giants roster?
Positively?
Yeah.
Shepard and Coleman, obviously. I actually think the biggest beneficiary to this is Evan Ingram.
Okay, so you're that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm that guy. I've heard that hot take, or not. It's not
I was
really
like,
a
is
hot
it
take.
hot?
I've heard that take quite a bit about Evan Ingram being like, oh my goodness, Evan Ingram season. I don't see it. First of all, like I said earlier, there's a lot more offseason to go.
There
you have a
is.
whole draft with some stud wide receivers. You got a team with 2 first-round picks.
Yep.
I could totally see them drafting a wide receiver round 1
Yep.
and a quarterback round 1 and just going from there. They could totally do it.
Yeah.
Now,
I feel bad for whoever. Like, if they pick a wide receiver with the 17th pick, he's going to be compared to OBJ.
by idiots, sure.
I feel bad for the guy if they do.
Sterling Shepard is somebody that I'm really excited for. I hope he does well with this opportunity. He's a guy that's kind of taken a back seat and has just been a little disappointing. Let's be honest.
Do you see the Giants tender to Corey Coleman at the original round tender?
Really?
Yeah,
No, I missed that.
First round tender.
Wow.
So they're paying him a little more than $2 million. But I mean, who was going to steal Corey Coleman?
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Dave Gettleman.
Yeah.
He's going to find a way.
Man, the Giants. Wow. Just bad decisions all around. They said something about it today that they're this is a part of a plan. This is all a plan. And I was like, that's exactly what somebody says when they screwed up bad.
I saw some things that said Gettleman's the guy that takes over a team and doesn't respond to trades, and then out of nowhere makes this terrible trade. And it's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And Dorsey's the guy that takes over a team that had a bunch of picks and just builds this monster.
Man.
Dorsey's getting credit for what Sashi did.
Yeah, he is. Well, I think I've seen Sashi get a little bit of credit on Twitter at least. I know that doesn't mean anything, but
Right.
still. Okay, let's talk Cleveland then. Odell Beckham Jr. stock, did it go up, down, or just kind of stay the same with this trade?
Up.
Up. Okay.
Yeah, he is. I know there are other people out there that agree with me. He was like what 3, 4, 5 before the trade with Eli, and he's getting Baker Mayfield. Yeah, he's 1.
He's the wide receiver 1 to you.
For me, yeah.
Okay.
I can't think of anybody I'd rather have.
I don't disagree with that.
Hopkins.
I think Hopkins
is a close second.
I think Hopkins is way safer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see somebody wanting Odell for sure. So what about Jarvis Landry stock? Did it go up? Did it stay the same? Did it go down?
Why are we asking me about Jarvis? He's your boy.
Well, you should. I mean, you're a part of the show.
Okay.
As a Jarvis Landry hater, what does this do for him?
Jarvis is a guy that's got to get a lot of volume, and I don't know if he's going to get a lot of volume now. I think he's a hit.
Oh. Some would argue that this actually helps Juice.
I know, because it takes coverage away.
He moves into the slot. They're hoping that they're going to put Callaway on the other side.
Oh.
And they put him back in the slot where that was like some of his best years were as a slot receiver.
Yep.
Because that's what he is.
Right.
And if they can actually put him where he should be, I mean, wow. That could be something else.
Yeah.
I mean,
the offense as a whole is like arrows pointing straight up.
You would struggle to find a better slot receiver than Jarvis Landry if that's where he ends up in the NFL.
Yeah, Fitz has done a pretty good job in the slot.
You'd struggle.
Cole Beasley.
Don't get ahead of me. Where does Baker Mayfield rank for you now? As far as quarterbacks go, he's got to be up there.
Yeah, this is hard to say. He's probably my QB 2, QB 3.
Whoa. That's hotter than I thought you were going to go.
Oh, really?
I don't disagree, but that's way hotter than I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to say top 6, top 8. To say top 3 is a little high.
Yeah.
Man.
Mahomes is 1.
Mahomes definitely is 1.
Wentz took a step back. Watson, okay. Rodgers is getting older. Wilson's 30.
There's a lot of quarterbacks with some question marks or some unseen.
There's no quarterback that has the weapons that Baker has.
Absolutely. I agree with that. With that. So what do you think about Antonio Callaway then?
I really like Antonio Callaway coming in. If he's playing on the outside, that actually might help him better than I thought he was going to be a slot guy. Yeah, I like him. He's a guy I could buy. I don't have a problem with adding him. I mean, he's probably the third or fourth option in that passing game. I don't know if it's fantasy related, but I think I got a hot take with the Browns. So everyone's super hyped on the Browns, right? They're gonna Their Super Bowl odds they're like the 4th favorite or whatever to win.
Shout
Super Bowl.
out to the Dynasty Nerds podcast. They actually said the Browns are a legitimate Super Bowl contender now.
Here's my hot take. I don't think the Browns win the North.
Yeah, I think when you make such big changes to a team so quickly, there has to be some kind of step back a little bit. And I mean, they've already did that. I mean, they have like 3 or 4 wins the past
and they've got
couple
a
seasons.
first time, not a first time in Cleveland, like a first year head coach in the NFL in Freddie Kitchens.
A very young
never had, yeah.
A very young starting running back.
I like him. I think we should temper the expectations a little bit. I think the Ravens win the North.
So you think 10 wins for the Browns is out of the question?
No, I don't think that's out of the question. I don't think they win the division.
I think 10 might be enough. I really do.
To win the division?
Yeah, that division kind of cannibalizes itself.
The Bengals are awful. The Steelers are going to take a step back. I would take the Ravens.
I think we always say that about the Steelers, or at least we've said that the last couple seasons, and maybe a step back is fair, but
they didn't make the playoffs this year. They didn't win the North this year.
That's what I'm saying. That's a really tough division. I can see that
absolutely.
cannibalizing itself, and 10 wins is all you need, is what I'm trying to say.
Eh.
Let's move on. So the Bills signed Cole Beasley and John Brown to pretty similar deals, 3 and 4 years. Both were worth about $27 million. Matt, who has the better season? PPR, Sleazy Beasley?
Sleazy?
Or Smokey Brown?
Why'd you call him Sleazy Beasley?
Because it rhymes with Beasley.
You could have called him Cold Beasley because he's playing in Buffalo now. Cold? Well, yeah.
Sleazy Beasley is way better. I hope he gets that like tattooed on his back or something. That'd be
Sauce.
great.
He's a rapper, too. He's better than Le'Veon Bell.
Sure.
PPR, give me Beasles.
I like it.
Why are we agreeing? I thought we were going to argue a lot tonight.
I'm not a big Brown believer at all. I've never have been.
There's a guy in one of my leagues that's a huge Brown believer. Was like, oh my gosh, look at this. He averages 20 yards a catch. This year is his career low at 17 yards a catch, and Josh Allen throws the deep ball. I get it.
I would love to see the Bills draft another wide receiver. I would love to see them get a big name wide receiver here in the draft. I think that would be great.
I don't think they need one.
I don't think they need one, but I think if Cole Beasley is going to be successful and John Brown's going to be successful, they need a big name. They need a big-bodied wide receiver.
You don't like Robert Foster then?
I don't mind Robert Foster. I just, do I really want to start Robert Foster if I'm the Bills? Do I really want to see Robert Foster on the field all the time if I'm a Bills fan? No. I don't like that at all.
I don't
I'd
like
rather
Foster.
they went out and got it somebody.
I don't like Foster. There are people out there that do. I don't disagree with you. I think they could be a landing spot for DK Metcalf.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And they got Josh Allen. He throws deep balls. DK Metcalf can run straight lines really well.
See, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
That would be sick. So I was going to ask you, what if you throw Robert Foster and Zay Jones in that mix with Beasley and Brown? Could you rank those four? Just those four alone. You got Beasley 1, right? Over
Beasley's
Foster,
1,
Jones, and Brown.
Brown 2.
Foster's 3.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Zay.
My, how far
Crazy.
Zay Jones has fallen.
Crazy.
Just like, what, 2 short years?
And in a wall kick later, yeah. Trying to jump out of a building, dude.
So if Metcalf gets drafted, he's top of that list for you, right?
In Buffalo? Yeah.
In Buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay. Man,
Who's their tight end? Are they even going to have a tight end?
Tyler Kroft.
Yeah.
Tyler Kroft signed there.
So where's Tyler Kroft fit into that for you?
Oh, well.
Beasley still won.
Give me Beasley, give me Brown, give me Foster over Tyler Kroft.
Okay.
Tyler Kroft had so many opportunities in Cincy
Yes, he did.
with Eifert's injury history and did nothing with it.
Yep.
Nothing with it. I just don't think he's a pass receiving guy. I think people want to make him that. I don't think he's that.
He could be a red zone guy, but I don't think he's
Okay,
going to catch a
maybe.
bunch of passes. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Why are we doing this?
I
This
don't
is
know.
weird.
We're going to get weird now. Saints sign Latavius Murray.
Meh.
Yeah, this is where it's going to happen.
Meh, Tavius.
You walked in, so everybody else, you walked in, and the first thing he says, we're going to argue today, aren't we? And I was like, yep.
Yes, we are. And we haven't yet. I'm amazed.
The Saints sign Latavius Murray. Mark Ingram signs with the Ravens. Okay?
Yes.
Obviously, Ingram should be drafted ahead of Murray. I think we'd agree there.
Yes.
Okay. But what do we think of the landing spot for both of these guys? So let's start with Latavius Murray as a New Orleans Saint with Alvin Kamara ahead of him. Obviously, a very different running back.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Latavius Murray's ceiling is here?
What was his ceiling last year? It's lower this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I don't
hurtful.
think
That's hurtful.
What? You like Matavius?
You can't see Murray being just as successful as Mark Ingram
Not
behind
even
Alvin Kamara? Because I
close.
totally can. In the Saints offense, that's a whole different offense, man.
Not even close.
You're nuts.
Not even close.
Murray is going to be on my sleeper list. Murray's going to be on my hot take list. Murray's absolutely there for me.
No
I
way.
love this. This is the best position Murray has been in his whole career.
Dude.
Yes.
He was the RB1 in Minnesota, and this is the best position he's in as the RB2.
He has never played with an offense like this.
Alvin Kamara gets a huge bump up because they didn't sign anybody as good as Mark Ingram. They signed Matavius.
Alvin Kamara is a lot more safer. I don't think you give a bump up to a guy that was a top 4, top 5 consideration.
Bump up.
But I think Murray is in a special spot here. I really do.
No way.
Okay. See, this is where
This is
you're
where we're
dumb.
going to...
What's,
I'm done. Let's get to Ingram.
what's Mark Ingram with the Ravens then? Because now we don't have any more.
B1.
Alex Collins is gone.
He's an RB1.
So if I asked you Mark Ingram or Gus Edwards,
That's easy. What are you talking about?
I had trouble getting that out.
Yeah.
I know you didn't think highly of Gus Edwards before. Does this
No.
kill him for you?
Doesn't kill him. It doesn't kill him.
Does this kill Buck Allen for you?
Probably.
Yeah. See,
Because Tymont's there.
I think this completely killed Gus Edwards.
Oh, really?
I think a lot of Mark
Ingram's
Ingram.
been hurt and suspended. Like,
Yeah.
RB2's there's going to have some value.
Mark Ingram on the Ravens with Harbaugh just feels right to me. Just feels like a good fit.
I love it.
Yeah. That's a dude that will
Love
bowl
it.
people over. He can do enough.
And he can carry a load.
Yep. I love it. It's a nice veteran, presence
Yep.
in the backfield.
And Harbaugh's coming back. Like, Harbaugh's getting guys that know how to win games.
Yep. I love it. I think Ingram is going to be a really sneaky pick on drafts, and
I like
especially
Ingram a lot.
startups.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants the youth. Everybody wants the young guy.
Boop.
And I bet you anything
Ingram.
Mark Ingram has a solid
Here
year.
we go. He's probably going to get drafted RB15 range.
Is Mark Ingram a safe bet for 1,000 yards in Baltimore? If you had to pick safe bets, which I think is something we should really look into in the
Yeah.
preseason,
Yeah.
Mark Ingram
for 1,000.
racking up 1,000 yards is a safe bet to me. On the ground rushing.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. Like, once Lamar Jackson took over in Baltimore, they ran the ball. They led the league in rushing. Like,
because he didn't know what else to do.
Right. So Ingram's there. He's going to be fine. Yeah.
I think so low of Lamar Jackson. I really do.
Really?
I really do. I don't think he needs to take a huge step forward for me to believe in him as a dynasty guy.
You missed the dad stats this month.
He can run. I'll give you that. He can run like a mother.
Yeah.
He's not all there.
He was like
as an NFL
QB5 if you extrapolate, which I don't think I've ever used his numbers out over a whole season. So QB5.
Wow, that's a good one.
Extrapolate.
Speaking of quarterbacks, Jaguars got their man, Matt.
Yeah.
Nick Foles. Whew. Blake Bortles has officially been released, by the way.
Did you see why they paid him so much? They were like bidding against themselves. Then they came out and they were like, you know why we paid him so much? To show the locker room that he's the leader.
Well, that's dumb.
I'm like, what?
That sounds like a Jaguars thing to do.
Yeah. Oh, you could show the locker room that by making him your starting quarterback and not drafting someone and using that extra money
I don't
on
think
other
anybody
players.
has Nick Foles in their top QB 12s. Like, I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
I don't think anybody sees him as a QB 1.
Solid QB2.
He's a solid QB 2. Not much upside, but he's a solid QB 2. Now, does this impact your rankings of any Jags player on the offense? I'm serious. Anybody. Does anybody go up, go down?
Yeah, whatever tight end they draft.
What? Goes up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like Dede.
Why?
I know you like Dede.
How can you not like Dede more with
a decent
Nick Foles
quarterback
as opposed to Blake Bortles? He has to
still
go up,
like
right?
Dede.
Doesn't everybody gonna get a little up? Come on. Say it.
I'm
Say
not,
you like Dede Westbrook.
I don't like Dede Westbrook. I like Dede Westbrook better now with Foles than with Bortles, but I still don't like Dede.
I think all Dede Westbrook owners rejoiced with Nick Foles being there because it's just an
I
upgrade.
think anyone that owned any wide receiver for Jacksonville rejoiced.
Absolutely. I agree. I completely agree with that.
What
doesn't
about-
really impact the running back
No,
situation
I was going to
at
say,
all.
what about Fournette?
Yeah. People are really low on Fournette. I have him in a league, and I offered him up, and I got like one message,
Yeah.
and it was for he offered me 108 for
Fournette?
and I half considered it, and I was like,
Why?
who am I going to get at
You'll
108?
be fine.
Yeah. So that was there. Let's see. Man, there's just so much. I don't even know where to go from here.
You can talk about anybody.
Carlos Hyde signed to the
not
Kansas City
this guy.
Chiefs.
You could have talked about anybody but this guy.
How bad does this hurt Damian Williams to you?
It doesn't matter when they draft a running back.
You think they're going to draft a guy?
I do.
I wouldn't be surprised if they drafted a guy, but I mean, I don't think
I
they're going to
remember
spend
when
high capital
Damian
on it.
Williams was in Miami with Adam Crazy Eyes Gase. He had a couple big games. Then they went to Kenyon Drake because Williams got hurt, and Drake took over. Like, I don't know. I know he's the hype guy, but I would sell him right now if I had him. I don't have him anywhere.
Who?
I'd sell Williams. I'd also sell Hyde if anyone wants to give me anything for him.
I feel like Hyde is doing the whole. We're all reacting the same way we did when Hyde went to the Browns. Remember that? Hyde went to the Browns and everybody was like, "Oh man, Crowell, right? Was it Crowell there?
No,
it was
Crowell went to the
Chubb,
Jets.
Duke Johnson. Everybody was up on Duke Johnson, and then
Yeah.
Carlos Hyde got signed, and they were like, no. And then Carlos Hyde was there, and they're like, well, we're not going to really love Chubb, and it's the same deal. Damian Williams is the better running back at this point in time. He's better than Carlos
He had
Hyde.
a good 3 weeks.
What did Carlos Hyde have last year?
He had a good
2 weeks?
2 weeks in the beginning of the
See what
season.
I'm saying? Give me Damian Williams. At least he knows that team. He knows that offense a little bit more than Carlos Hyde does. Carlos Hyde's just a nice vet back to have there. Carlos Hyde's not going to rush for 1,000 yards.
David Montgomery will rush for 1,000 yards.
That's possible. I could see it.
Yeah, I think they're going to draft a guy, and I think if they draft a guy in the top 3 rounds, he's the 101.
The Colts nabbed Devin Funchess, Matt. Did you see this deal?
Yeah, why are people killing this deal?
1-year deal.
13 mil. That's Le'Veon Bell money.
Do we like this deal for? Whoa. Do we like
It
this
is.
deal for Devin Funchess?
Do I like this deal for Devin Funchess?
Yeah.
Good for Devin Funchess for getting 13 mil.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a great landing spot.
This is so Dante Moncrief, isn't it?
No.
It screams Dante Moncrief to the Jags last year.
Why?
It was just a nice prove it 1-year deal.
Yeah,
See what you
and
got.
he's in an
Take those
offense that
ties.
knows what they're doing and can score touchdowns. Like Eric Ebron was a 2-year deal, and he blew up.
Funch's best season was in 2017 of his entire career. He recorded 63 catches for 840 yards and 8 touchdowns. That was 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, and he was hot at the beginning of last year before Cam got hurt, and they just said, okay, we're going to feed the ball to McCaffrey.
Give me the odds that he does better than this 2017 campaign in 2019.
I will take that bet. I think he does better than his 2017 numbers.
63 catches, 840 yards, and 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think he scored more than 8 touchdowns.
Give me Deion Kane all the way.
Could be. But
All the way.
where's Deion Kane going to be when they draft a wide receiver? And wide receiver 4?
On the line of scrimmage map where he belongs. That's where he's going to be. I like Deion Kane a lot more than I like Devin
people are
Funchess.
killing it because it's a 13. Like it was such a small amount of the money that they have.
People are dumb.
Yeah,
that's Twitter reaction, instant reaction, and I get it. Devin Funchess isn't a special player,
but there's no risk.
There's no commitment here.
Yeah, 1 year, prove it. You suck, whatever. See
And
you
there's
later.
a really good chance that he's better than every other wide receiver on that team, not named T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah,
There's a good chance he's better than Deion Kane.
Yep.
Absolutely. I'm not going to
I
complain
don't think
about
he's
it.
better than N'Keal Harry, but
Well, boy, Harry on the Colts. Oh my god.
yeah.
Okay, we gotta stop. Let's see. Teddy Bridgewater at the beginning, he's going through a lot. There's a lot of rumors here. Beginning of the day, he was rumored to have signed another year.
Well, he
to
couldn't
the
sign
Saints.
anything until today.
Right, but then they came out just this afternoon and said, no, wait.
Dolphins.
He's actually going to go meet with the Dolphins.
Why wouldn't you?
That's what I was thinking.
Why wouldn't you
Same
go
thing with
meet?
Tyrod Taylor,
Let's
but-
go meet with the Dolphins.
Well, Teddy is just that guy where I thought he would have jumped at the opportunity to be a starting quarterback somewhere.
Nah. I mean, it's going to depend on money, I would think. Like, if the Saints are giving him more guaranteed money, why would he not do that?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Like, no one wants to be a part of the Dolphins, except for Devontae Parker. But
Let's say Teddy Bridgewater stays with the Saints, and I hate to play the what-if game, but let's say it
I
happens.
love the what-if game.
Does that impact your love for Taysom Hill? Because I know you've had this
I love Taysom Hill.
undeniable love
Love
for Taysom
it.
Hill for 2 years now.
Yeah. Does it hurt? No. Did it change it last year when Taysom Hill was the gadget guy and was the guy everybody was talking about? No.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think Taysom Hill's the backup quarterback.
I just don't know why they'd re-sign him if they didn't think he was like gonna be the guy that takes over for Breeze if something
Because
happens to Breeze.
he's Breeze insurance.
Shouldn't that
For
hurt
a
what
year.
you think of Taysom Hill?
No.
Don't you want Taysom Hill to be that
Because
insurance?
Taysom Hill's a gadget guy. Taysom Hill's not a. I don't think Taysom Hill's a quarterback. I like Taysom Hill because he plays special teams. He blocks punts. He runs around. He's cool. He's fun to watch. I don't think Taysom Hill's a legitimate starting super flex quarterback.
Now, you mentioned fun to watch there. I want to talk about somebody that's the exact opposite of fun to watch. Devontae Parker has completely defeated the odds and signed a new 2-year deal with the Dolphins.
I don't understand.
It's worth
understand.
up to $13 million
Yep.
with incentives, which that's not a lot over 2 seasons, but
That's 2 seasons. I was going to say
It's 2 seasons.
that's Le'Veon Bell money.
probably one of I hate that you're going to say that from now on. That's probably one of the most surprising headlines this week to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Parker was scheduled to make $9 million this season,
Yep.
so he's definitely taken a pay cut. But he played in 11 games in 2018.
Yep.
Only 24 catches for 300 yards, and he scored once.
Yeah.
Devontae Parker is currently the wide receiver 1 in Miami.
No.
Yet
he's
again.
not.
It's unbelievable, but he is.
I think I'm calling the wide receiver 1.
Worst wide receiver 1 in the NFL.
I don't think he's the wide receiver 1.
I think he is.
So
he is.
you don't think highly of any of their other wide receivers?
No, I don't. I don't think highly. I mean, that speaks volumes on what I think of Devontae Parker. I think he's very, very low on the spectrum as far as wide receivers go.
Really?
He wouldn't start on 31 other teams.
Trying to think of a team need. So you don't like Kenny Stills?
No, not as a starting wide receiver.
You don't
no.
like Albert Wilson?
As a starting wide receiver, no.
You think Parker's
Albert
the wide
Wilson's
receiver
probably
1?
going to start over. Yeah, Albert Wilson's probably the best wide receiver.
Kenny Stills is the wide receiver 1 in Miami.
And Albert Wilson's better.
Okay.
Albert Wilson might be a popular sleeper too if they get a quarterback figured out.
They're not gonna. They're tanking this year.
Yeah, I think so too because they want
You
two.
brought, here's my guess for starting quarterback in Miami is old guy from Tampa this year, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I like that fit.
Yeah, one
Give him
year.
a year, see what he can do.
Yep, they're not going to draft a guy.
I like that.
They're going to draft somebody next year. Tua, or who's the kid out of Oregon?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Deshaun Jackson's heading back to Philly. Is there any value? Matt, is there any value here at all?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Okay.
You don't think? Dude's motivated. He wanted to go back to Philly. He's playing Madden with himself on Philly, scoring 3 touchdowns, 177 yards. Do you see that video?
Yeah, I can see him
He's wide receiver 2. He'll take the top off. Alshon will be the big body. You don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it. I just don't know if it's going to be a lot of fantasy relevance there. Like I think like
Best
Deshaun
ball.
Jackson is, best ball, sure, but I think he's at best going to be a flex play at wide receiver for dynasty teams this year.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, that's best case scenario. Now, what's really interesting here is, Humphries is gone as well.
Right.
So with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone, the window of opportunity is wide open for Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
Oh man, so Chris
You
Godwin
would
believers
think.
have to be, absolutely jumping for joy.
Yeah. I mean, this is what everyone was hoping for, right? Here's his shot.
It's come to fruition. If you believe in Chris Godwin at all, now is the time. This is the chance.
What about Justin Watson?
See, Justin Watson's just the next guy there. I feel like they're
No.
gonna. Yeah, I love how Twitter does this. Everybody overreacts to the depth chart. It's a depth chart in March, people. Like, it can change a lot. I don't know why everybody thinks Watson's this big deal and is going to be the next big thing. You have Mike Evans. So your chances of starting on this team next season are gone because Mike Evans isn't going anywhere.
Right.
Chris Godwin is the next man up.
No, he did so well this year.
Yeah. So they can draft a wide receiver, and he's going to be that's a guy that's fighting with Watson for Watson would be fighting for a roster spot at that point if they could draft a guy with high capital. First 3 rounds, I think Watson was a 5th round pick.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
5th round. Yeah. I like Watson. Sleeper. He's a sleeper. He's athletic. He's quick. 91st percentile spark score last year.
Yeah, Spark scores BS. But.
What?
Adrian Peterson returning to the Redskins on a 2-year deal.
What does this say about Geis? You are a Geis
Whoa.
owner.
Hey, let me read my headline, Matt.
Oh, my bad.
It took me like 30 seconds to write this.
Okay.
Last season, Peterson played all 16 games for Washington and produced over 1,200 yards from the line of scrimmage and scored 8 times. What does this do for Geis here?
What are your thoughts on Geis? You're a Geis owner. I own Geis in one league.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, "What? No, this
He
is
was productive,
bad."
though. He was productive. You have guys, you don't know, you haven't seen what you have with him yet, which is going to be a theme here in a minute. But I like it. As a Geis owner, I don't love it, but I like
Yeah.
it. I don't mind it. If I'm a Redskins fan, I'm like, cool. I mean, he beat his kids bloody, but hey,
Geis?
he's going to score.
Oh, AP.
No, AP.
Do you sell Geis? Like, are you buying here? Are you selling?
If I was a Geis believer, I would totally buy. This doesn't really hurt a ton. I think this is Adrian Pierce is obviously in their short-term plans. Geis is the long-term plan here.
What's he worth? What's Geis worth?
Oh,
I got a guy
It
in
would
one
take
league.
a first-round pick to get him off of my hands, and I think plus a nice player.
How first? Mid first?
If it was a mid-first, it would take a nice player to get him off my hands too. Somebody that's proven. It also depends. I hate doing that because it really does depend on where your roster is and what you're if
But
you're
I
a
mean, in a
contender or not.
vacuum.
Yeah, in a vacuum, I think it would take a first-round pick easily. Like that's
In this
without
year's
question.
draft class is Geis 101?
No,
No.
give me Metcalf over guys.
Okay.
Give me Harry over guys, and then we can talk.
Fant?
For most instances,
No,
I'm taking
okay.
guys, but
So 3 is about where he would go in this
yeah,
draft.
3 to 5.
Okay.
And I think that's just personal preference and team need.
Yeah. Okay.
So the 49ers now, this came out right before we went on the air. The 49ers came out and they actually signed Tevin Coleman.
Yep.
You and I are not Tevin Coleman guys.
No.
We've never really bought into Tevin Coleman. We're not Tevin Coleman believers.
No.
So now here he sits on, I think we'd say, a solid offense.
Oh, yeah. I love Kyle Shanahan. Hannah.
What are your thoughts on Tevin Coleman?
Well, this is where we're going to argue. Are they cutting McKinnon?
No. We're not going there yet. Because we'll
plays
talk about it.
a part in if
No.
I like Tevin
The
Coleman.
roster right now has Jerick
Then I don't
McKinnon,
like
Breda,
Tevin Coleman.
and Tevin Coleman.
No thanks.
Not a fan.
Your best running back of that group is Matt Breda.
It's Jerick McKinnon, and you shut your mouth.
Oh, my gosh.
How dare you say
Yeah.
that about
Jerick McKinnon.
McKinnon.
Matt Asiata says hi.
How dare you?
How do you think McKinnon's going to be so good? McKinnon was what
I'm
Tevin
not
Coleman
saying
was
he's
supposed to
so
be.
good. I'm saying he's the best running back
No, he's
on that
not.
roster right now.
Matt Breda.
Yes, I'm not saying it's by a large a large amount either. I'm not saying that McKinnon's the next D.D. Westbrook of San Fran.
McKinnon can't stay healthy. Breda played on one leg.
I will give you that. I will give you that. Injuries have been a complete
Here's what I know.
concern for McKinnon.
One of these 3 running backs is going to be in San Francisco next year.
2020?
2019. This upcoming season. Coleman is going to be the only one that I will guarantee is in San Francisco. The other 2, I don't know. They keeping one? They cutting one? They trading one?
No. I could see all 3 of them going in. I really could. I don't think Breda's good enough to get traded or like to be a piece to help any team in the NFL. Like to where they're like, we need another running back. Let's go get a running back too, like Matt Breda. Like I don't see that happening.
Oh,
I could see somebody going out and get
Breda
McKinnon.
or Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones, you know
get
it.
out of here.
I think I would. If I'm the Bucks, I'd rather have Ronald Jones and at least see what I have. No one's trading for Ronald Jones. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Where there might be a team that
They
wants Breda, but I just don't see it.
The Eagles.
Would you really go out and trade for Matt Breda? Like, does Matt Breda really like? Is that an
Yes.
upgrade over? I just
Over who?
anybody on
In Philly?
In
Yes.
Philly, I don't think he's that big of an upgrade. It depends on what the trading price is.
A 6th round pick.
Sure. Okay.
You trade
Sure.
Matt
if that's what
Breda-
the cost we're talking, then sure.
Yeah, Matt Breda and a 7th for a 6th. Like we've seen trades like that.
Yeah, where he's pretty much free.
Yeah,
Because that's what they think of him. Sure.
because they just signed Tevin Coleman.
I don't get the Tevin Coleman signing. I think the Tevin Coleman signing was like, I don't know what the money was, but I'm
Shanahan
willing to
was
bet
like,
it wasn't great.
Let's get him. It was
Yeah.
a 2-year deal,
Dude-
$10 million contract.
Okay, there you go. Dude can catch the ball. It's cheap.
No, he can't.
I feel like Tevin Coleman can catch the ball.
That's the misconception about Tevin Coleman.
Okay.
Do you know who had 4 more receptions than Tevin Coleman?
No.
Leonard Fournette. You going to call Leonard Fournette a pass catching running back?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. Tevin
Okay, I'm
Coleman.
sorry.
No.
You're mad.
No, I hate that he gets this like he's the pass catcher. Yeah, I get why like he was because Freeman was the guy and Coleman came in to spell him and kind of caught passes, whatever. He's not a pass catching running back.
Jerick McKinnon, if he can stay healthy, should run away with that job. Should run away with that job.
Can't stay healthy.
If they think so high of Breda, why'd they go out and get Tevin Coleman?
I don't think I think highly of Breda. I don't know what they think. Obviously they
Don't think high enough.
Maybe they cut McKinnon. Why is that a shock? Like why?
Yeah,
do you not
that's the
think
thing.
Gonna happen?
That's stupid. That is dumb. And excuse my French, like I've used on Twitter today.
stupid.
I can't even believe that would be suggested, that would be a thought, that they take the time to even write that out.
That was
Roto
in the
World.
contract.
That's dumb. They should just see what they have. You're already paying him.
No,
you
'cause you
already
can
had
get
him on the
out of-
roster. You already paid him.
Right.
Screw
so
it.
now you can get rid of him with no penalty.
And you can roll with Tevin Coleman and Matt Breda to the Super Bowl. No, keep McKinnon, see what you got for a year, and then you can talk.
What's McKinnon's contract?
Who cares? You've already paid him a year of it.
Yeah, what'd he do?
Let's see what he can do.
Yeah,
Let's
we know
see
what he can do. We know what he can do. We've seen it in
Yeah, they did see
Minnesota.
it, and they signed him to a nice contract. I remember he was like running back one kind of money.
you know what stinks?
What?
Roto World's update doesn't have contract information anymore.
I know.
Golly.
You got to go to sportstrack.com.
Okay,
Shout out.
McKinnon signed a 4-year, $30 million contract last year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's running back one money.
Yeah, but now they can cut him and only pay $2 million in cap penalties.
Screw it. See what you got. You already paid him a 1 year. You already paid him for 1 year of that. So, okay. So the rest of these are quick one-liner deals. I don't want to take a lot of time on them, but I thought we should go through them.
Okay.
These are like the biggest defensive names. So for IDP stuff,
Okay.
right? So,
Yeah.
and if there's anything you want to say, just stop me.
Okay.
D Ford traded to the Niners.
Love it for the Niners.
Yeah, me too. And I love whenever the Chiefs lose a good player.
Okay. We'll talk about this. The Niners have D Ford now,
Yeah.
and the Niners most likely, if they don't trade out of 2,
Oh my
are going to
God,
draft
Bosa?
an amazing
Yeah,
other end.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bosa would be great.
Oh my goodness. And then they signed linebackers.
Yeah. No, the Niners are doing the right things on defense.
Oh,
They really are.
yes.
Um,
Thanks for screwing this up, Arizona.
yeah, and screw the Chiefs. So San Fran also acquired Quan Alexander, who is quietly one of the most consistent linebackers in the NFL.
Did he miss a lot of time last year with an injury?
Consistent player.
Consistently injured.
No, he's just a consistent, good, high-level player. Cameron Wake went to the Titans, which the end was something they really, really needed. Bradley Roby signed to Houston, so he left the Broncos. Bethea is a Giant and replaces Landon Collins,
Woohoo.
who signed with the Redskins and got paid, mind you,
Yeah.
Jordan Hicks and
The
Terrell
Redskins
Suggs.
do that. Sorry, I'm not going to cut you off. The
Every
Redskins
year.
pay always.
Every year.
Here's a bunch of money.
Yeah. Jordan Hicks and Terrell Suggs are Cardinals now, which that's an upgrade right there.
Terrell Suggs as anything but a Raven is weird.
It is. Eric Weddle, also a former Raven, is now a Ram.
Yep.
Which,
For cheap.
yeah, that's kind of crazy too.
Cheap. He's going to win a ring.
The all-time tackling leader for the Panthers, Thomas Davis, will now play for the Chargers.
Okay.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The Packers signed Adrian Amos. Sheldon Richardson is a Brown. He's another big name that no one's talking about because of the Odell Beckham Jr. deal.
Yeah.
C.J. Mosley actually signed to the Jets. That was a big one. LaMarcus Joyner to the Raiders. Honey Badger to the Chiefs. And Eric Berry is out.
How many guys changed their mind? They were going to go somewhere and then didn't.
Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot.
Anthony Barr. I thought Mosley backed out, but maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, he was going to go to the Jets, wasn't he?
Yeah, he is a Jet. But
Oh, that's right. I'm
Barr
sorry.
left the Jets and
That's
went back
right.
to.
That's right. So that's it for the defensive guys. I don't really have much else to say.
You want to talk about Eric Berry?
Not really. I thought that was the writing was on the wall. All the Chiefs fans that are sad about Eric Berry, I just don't really get. He has a cool story,
Yeah.
but I mean, he can't stay healthy.
Nope.
He can't stay on the field,
Nope. He's going to sign a 1-year prove-it deal with somebody.
and he's not going to be able to prove it because he'll be on the sideline.
I'm hoping he ends up in Dallas.
Frank Gore is a Buffalo Bill.
I think that is the perfect match. Gore.
Shady and Gore.
Gore. Bill's Gore things. Like, that's
Oh.
marketing. That should be simple.
Shady and Gore, the most electrifying running back duo of the NFL, are they not?
No.
How dare you?
No, they're old.
4 years ago? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're old.
The Bills also went out and got Tyler Kroft, by the way.
The Bills have the oldest running back room in the league.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be. Okay, so we'll do the same thing with one-liners only for offensive players.
'Kay.
Let me know when you're ready.
Still available or signed?
These guys are all signed. So Demetrius Harris, former Chiefs tight end, he signed a deal with the Browns. Brashard Perryman, who signed a 1-year deal
The Browns and then the
with
Bucs.
the Browns, and I said, "What the heck?
Odell.
I was going to be a starter here." He ended up going to the Bucs, which is interesting, I think.
Yep.
Cordero Patterson definitely raised his stock with the New England Patriots. They gave him a hell of a boost. His career looked like it was over when he went to the Patriots.
Okay.
But now he's with the Bears.
I thought you meant this move boosted his stock.
Oh no, I wouldn't say that.
No.
But he definitely got a.
Okay.
His career was over.
They helped expose him a little bit.
Yeah. So the Bears got Cordero Patterson. They also went out and got Mike Davis, who I thought was kind of a sneaky name.
Yeah.
Guy to be behind.
Gonna get rid of Jordan Howard.
Yeah, I think they're going to do something with Howard here soon. Zach Zenner was re-signed by the Lions, which I thought was interesting.
Underappreciated.
Yeah, and he got another deal.
At the end of every season, Zach Zenner is the best running back on the Lions for the last 3 years. And now he's going to back up.
Well, I mean, Kerryon
Kerryon.
Johnson.
Yeah, but at the end of the year, Zenner was the one that was. Kerryon was hurt.
Yeah.
Blunt was blunting. I like Zenner.
I like blunting. Adam Humphries went to the Titans, which
Okay.
you like that?
Is he? Do
You
I
like
like it?
that?
No, I don't. It's like when wide receivers go to Baltimore. I don't like it. I had high hopes for Humphries, but here's my question: is Humphries the most talented wide receiver in Tennessee?
Corey Davis.
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, I'll take Corey Davis over Adam Humphries any day in the week.
I don't
Absolutely.
think so. What has Davis done that makes you think he's so?
It's more the upside that's there.
Remember when people were drafting Davis 101?
I do.
Oh, silly.
I still don't hate it. Looking back, I think it was a fair thing to pick. Just like Laquan Treadwell at 101 or 102 in his draft.
No
made
one
a lot
took
of sense.
Laquan Treadwell at 101.
Yes, they did.
Over Zeke? No.
Yes, they did. Okay, it was 102 and 103 then.
Fair.
That's where it
yes.
was. I forgot Zeke was in that draft. Yeah, obviously Zeke is
Yes,
101 worthy
thank
in
you.
any draft. Jesse James and Danny Amendola went to Detroit, which, if that doesn't scream Super Bowl to you, I don't know what does. Yeah,
I feel like the Lions are New England Patriots North.
yeah. Patricia just doesn't know what to do.
What would Bill do? Okay, let's
Yeah,
do that.
I'm
White
gonna
wide
go-
receivers.
Yep.
Another tight end.
It stinks of that so bad.
Let's get 16 running backs and we'll just rotate them through.
Dwayne Allen went to the Dolphins. For those of you keeping tabs on Dwayne Allen,
Yeah.
Especially like probably his mom and cousins or something, but.
Huge fans of the show.
Yeah, Tyrod
Hello,
Taylor.
Mrs. Allen.
Mrs. Allen. Hey, Tyrod Taylor went to the Chargers, which I thought was an interesting pick for him.
Why? Why do you think interesting?
I think it's a good fit. If something happens to Rivers, I like Taylor there. That's a good offense to be a backup quarterback in.
Yeah.
Something happens to Rivers, I think Tyrod Taylor can slide right in.
Tyrod Taylor played with Anthony Lynn. Like,
Exactly.
he knows Anthony Lynn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I like it a lot. I got just one. Well, I got a couple other things. We're just gonna go through the last notable offensive players that are still
I
available.
see the last name on this list and I laugh.
So we have Jared Cook
Okay.
coming off a career year.
Yeah.
Golden Tate, who's just been
Are we guessing?
sure if you'd like to.
Cook, I think, is going to go to the Saints.
Yeah.
Just makes too much sense.
And if Cook goes to the Saints, Cook is top
6?
top 6 tight end discussion there.
Yeah.
And I really like it a lot.
Yeah.
Golden Tate, an all around
Yeah.
solid wide receiver.
I heard, this is weird, and I know I listened to some different podcasts. Somebody suggested Golden Tate to the Cowboys.
Oh yeah. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it either. I think that could work. I don't think it makes him
He'd
fantasy
be the
relevant.
slot
though.
wide receiver.
Yeah.
They play Gallup on the outside, Cooper on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think any team that gets Golden Tate should be really happy. I think Golden Tate is an excellent real football player.
Yep.
I would love to have him on my team. I just don't think he's a real good dynasty asset, a good fantasy player.
I'm a sucker for Cowboys.
Tyler Eifert's still looking for a job.
Hurt. Did he
Rolling around
break
on
his back yet?
rolling around somewhere. Jay Ajayi is out visiting teams.
Yeah, the Colts.
Ooh.
Why?
There's a cannibal situation right there for you.
Yeah.
That would kill all of them.
Yeah.
That would kill all their value. And then everybody's going to draft one of like the 4
Naheem
Colts
Hines.
running backs. Yeah. Wilkins and who's the Marlon Mack.
Yeah. Get off
Yeah.
Marlon.
Everyone's going to all 4 of those guys are going to be rostered in most leagues and no one's going to know which one to start. TJ Yeldon's looking for a job.
Yeah. I like Yeldon.
Yeah, I know you do. I don't get it. Dante Moncrief is looking for a gig.
Who cares?
And Austin Seferian-Jenkins.
I don't know how you haven't mentioned Amir Abdullah.
Amir Abdullah, yeah. He's going to make a comeback, Matt.
Honestly, this is no joke. I know it's going to sound like a joke. Amir Abdullah in Tampa Bay would have me buying.
Why? Why Tampa Bay?
Why Tampa Bay?
Why
Because
Tampa Bay?
Bruce Arians is the head coach in Tampa Bay. And he had Amir Abdullah higher on his board than David Johnson. I actually like whatever running backs in Tampa I will be buying.
Ronald Jones.
I don't
There
think
it
it's going to
is.
be Ronald Jones, though.
I'm on that train, baby. Choo choo.
No.
Mother.
No.
Watch your mouth.
No.
That's it, man. That's the whole free
That's
agency
it.
show.
That's it. What are we, like an hour in?
Yeah, this is like a 52-minute show. That was a
Oh.
lot of news. That was a lot of notes. There was nothing in there really that we shouldn't have at least discussed or talked about or mentioned.
Right.
And I mean, a huge chunk of that was just one-liners about those guys.
Total.
I'd love to go into depth about Demetrius Harris, but we just don't have the time.
Why? What is there to go in depth on?
Demetrius Harris was a really... I'm not doing this right now. I'm not doing this.
Let's not. This is like Trey Burton all over again.
So, thank you, everybody, for listening.
Oh, we're really not doing this?
We're really not doing this. Shout out to our sponsor, DynastyTradeCalculator.com.
Stop guessing. Start calculating.
We'll catch you guys again soon.
Thanks for hanging out with us on another episode of the Dynasty Dads Podcast. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes and follow us on Twitter @DynastyDads. Visit us at our website, dynastydads.com, for articles, news, and notes, Dynasty Dads gear, and more.